Well, back to business. Listen up, ladies. They're calling it the pink tax. A new study shows that some retail products that are marketed towards women are actually more expensive, they're more costly than the exact same products for men. Joining us now to weigh in, we've got Independent Women's Forum Senior Fellow Patrice Lee, we've got Bold founder Carrie Sheffield, and the Wall Street Journal's Veronica Dagher. Thank you so much for joining us. What did you make of this study, Veronica?
You know what, I think it's an interesting study, but I think if you look at what's really behind it, I think women need to take ownership here too. This is saying, you know, some companies charge more for goods, for women versus men, but if you look at it, women have a choice in this too. They don't have to buy everything the company is selling. You need to vote with your wallet. If you don't like the price of a good or service, go somewhere else. There's so much competition these days. Just go online, shop around, and vote with your wallet. Vote with your feet.
But Carrie, you know, here's the thing. I mean, shampoo and things like deodorant, same exact ingredients, but they cost more. What do you think?
Well, I think part of that comes with marketing, so there is more marketing that's spent to target women. But I gotta say, it's not exactly the exact same product, because with women, we've got a multitude of offerings. I mean, go and see the offerings for a woman.
Well, we're showing razors right there. That's pretty much the same
product,
but when
you're talking about the gradations, if we're talking about the level of quality, the style, the marketing, there's different levels for women that are much more differentiated and specialized than there are for men.
I hear what
you're saying. It's not really apples to apples.
Okay, Patrice, but when you're getting down to the products, I mean, this is kind of irritating. It could result in thousands of dollars in extra costs for women. What do you think?
That's very possible. I mean, what we're seeing, though, is, you know, this is a free market system where consumer choice is driving what we value products at and the price that we're willing to pay for it. So I do agree that, yeah, we have the power to vote with our wallets. We can also vote with our smartphones or vote with our pens by letting companies know what we are willing to pay for and what we're not willing to buy for it. I think there are actually some interesting hashtags going online right now driving that point.
Interesting. Veronica, do you think this has been going on for some time?
It could be, but I think to her point, women need to speak up if they do see these issues. The last thing companies want, and it makes really bad business sense for them, if something on Twitter starts that shows, hey, this company is charging more towards women versus men, if that goes viral and company's name gets dragged through the mud that way, that is a PR nightmare for companies. So if you do see this happening, you need to speak up.
What do you think, Carrie?
I mean, I think it is a little bit hysterical. I don't really buy the concept of the pink tax. I think it's kind of fiction. I think that women, you know, as has been said, we are empowered. We can make our choices of what we're consuming. So I just think that the laws of economics, supply and demand, that's what this comes down to.
But it also comes down to, Carrie makes an important point, it also comes down to, Patrice, information, right? As all of the panelists right now have been talking about, Patrice, now that you have the information, do you think things will change?
I hope so. I mean, we have the ability to choose what we want to spend our money on. What I do want to make the point is that government should not be the answer here. It should entirely rest in the hands of consumers. I do think there's some states like California, and I think the motive behind New York with this study is to try to impose some sort of government regulation on pricing. That's not the right motivation. That's not the right move. We should allow consumers to make those choices for themselves, and we will. And you'll also see the market respond. You have online companies that are creating the same types of products for men and women.
All right. Thank you, Patrice, Carrie, and Veronica, and a very Merry Christmas to all three of you. Thank you for joining us.